Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nurulan Sundar Singh. I'm from Beacon House School System, and today I'm going to deliver a lecture to grade 6 on the topic types of blood vessels. So let me share the learning outcomes first. In the start of the lesson, we will discuss some historical development of knowledge about the blood vessels and their significance in the field of medicine. We will also discuss and try to identify the three types of blood vessels that are the arteries, veins, and capillaries. And then we are going to study the structure and function of arteries, veins, and capillaries, and then on the basis of those structure and function we will differentiate between these three types. So, if any one of you can give me a quick recap about the circulatory system from the previous lesson, who would like to share some points? Yes, please. An excellent start. Yes, the circulatory system does indeed transport blood, oxygen, and nutrients. Who else wants to add something to it? Absolutely, the heart. The heart is the mighty engine that keeps the blood flowing in us. Great job. Now let's take let's do a step further. I have some essential questions that will stimulate your thinking and curiosity about the circulatory system. Like, how does the circulatory system maintain the balance of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide in the bodies? What role do blood vessels play in the circulatory system, and how do they adapt to the changing needs of our bodies? How does the circulatory system work in harmony with other body systems such as the respiratory system to ensure sufficient oxygen delivery and much more? So let us start with an activity, and I want all of you to connect with your bodies and tune into your breath and your heartbeat. First, find a comfortable seated position in your chairs, everyone, and with your feet flat on the floor and your hands should be resting gently on your laps. Now, close your eyes. First, let's begin by taking a few deep breaths together. We will inhale deeply through our nose, feeling the air filling our lungs, and then we will exhale slowly and completely through our mouth. So let's do it a few times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, as you continue to breathe at your own pace, bring your attention to your chest area where your heart resides. Can you feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat? Take a moment to observe how your heart steadily beats like a drum, keeping the rhythm of life within you. Okay, next, shift your awareness to your hands. Imagine that with each breath you take, a warm and calming energy flows from your heart down your arms and into your hands. Feel the soothing energy in your palms as if your breath has the power to infuse your hands with a sense of peace and relaxation. Now let's focus on our blood vessels. Imagine these tiny pathways that carry the life giving blood from your heart to every part of your body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to keep you strong and healthy. Picture this network of vessels branching out like a vast tree reaching every corner of your body. As you continue to breathe deeply, feel the gentle circulation of blood flowing through your body, nourishing every cell and carrying away any waste or impurities, leaving you feeling refreshed and renewed. Remember that your circulatory system works tirelessly day and night to keep you alive and well. It's an amazing network of blood vessels that supports your entire body, making sure that every part receives what it needs to function optimally. Now slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes, everyone. That's nice. And when you're ready, open your eyes gently. Now, I want you people to reflect on how you felt during this exercise. Did you notice anything new about your breath, your heartbeat, or the sensation in your hands? How does it make you feel to know that your body has this incredible system that takes care of you? This sense of awareness and connection with our bodies can help us appreciate the importance of maintaining a healthy circulatory system. Okay, as we explore further, we'll uncover more wonders and complexities of the circulatory system. But before going towards the topic, I want you all to move back in history with me to explore how the concept of blood vessels evolved with time. Keep in mind that the discovery and understanding of blood vessels and blood circulation have a rich history that spans centuries and involves contributions from various cultures and prominent figures. Prior to the modern understanding of the circulatory system, the prevailing theories were often based on philosophical and religious beliefs rather than empirical evidences. So, starting with the ancient perspectives, in ancient civilizations such as Egypt, India, and China, the concept of a vital life force flowing through the body was prevalent. They believed in the existence of channels through which this life force traveled. These channels were associated with the health and well being, but they were not based on the scientific understanding of blood circulation. So it means that it was a clearly a religious belief, and there was no empirical evidence for what they used to think or they used to say. Then, after the ancient perspectives, there was Galen, and he was a Greek physician and anatomist, which who made significant contributions to the medical knowledge during the Roman Empire. He dissected animals and used his findings to extrapolate a knowledge about the human body. Galen's work became highly influential for centuries, and his ideas about the circulatory system were based on mix of observations and philosophical assumptions. He proposed that the liver produced blood, which was then distributed to the body through pores in the heart's septum. So his point of views were mixed, and his ideas were mixed, and he they were mixed with observation, and they were there were some philosophical assumptions as well. Then comes Ibn al-Nafis. Ibn al-Nafis, an Arab physician and polymath from Damascus, made groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the blood circulation. In his work titled The Comprehensive Book on Medicine, he described the pulmonary circulation, which was a significant departure from the prevailing theories of his time. He correctly proposed that blood must pass through the lungs to be oxygenated and then circulated to the rest of the body. However, his work was not widely known in the Western world until centuries later. Then Renaissance and William Harvey, their work was also commendable. They proposed that the heart acted as a pump, pushing blood through arteries to the tissues and then returning to the heart through the veins. One of the most pivotal figures in the history of blood vessels discoveries in the English physician William Harvey. In 1628, he published his famous book, an anatomical exercise on the motion of heart and blood in animals. In this landmark publication, Harvey described the complete circulation of blood throughout the body. He proposed that the heart acted as a pump, pushing blood through arteries to the tissues and then returning the heart through veins. This discovery revolutionized medical understanding and laid foundation for modern physiology and medicine. Now, I want you people to think and reflect on the historical significance of the blood vessel discoveries in medicine. Take your time. Excellent thinking. It brought advancements in the medical science and healthcare. Obviously, if there were no one to think and explore that what is there actually, we could not have reached the advancement, we could not develop the advancements in the medical science and healthcare. Imagine if Ibn Nafis was unable to uh, describe the pulmonary circulation, then it means that there is no oxygenated blood in our body. So this made this history is quite significant in demonstrating that medical knowledge evolved over time. Obviously, often it was influenced by philosophical beliefs, sometimes it was influenced by religious and cultural beliefs. And after the advancement in the medical science, were they were based on empirical evidences like Ibn al-Nafis and William Harvey. The contributions of figures like Galen, Ibn Nafis, and William Harvey played crucial roles in shaping our modern understanding of the circulatory system and paved the way for advancement in medical science and health care. Okay, with this historical perspectives of the blood vessels, we are going to move forward with the topic that is the type of blood vessels. Before starting with the types of blood vessel, I would like to again share a few points about the blood vessels. I hope you people remember that the blood vessels are channels that carry blood throughout our body. They form a closed loop like circuits. They begin and end at your heart. Now they are of different types. Mainly they are of three types, that is the arteries, veins and the capillaries. And as you can see in the figure as well, that the arteries are connected by the veins by the help of capillaries. Now arteries, they carry oxygenated blood and the veins, they carry the deoxygenated blood. Whereas the function of capillaries is a little bit different from the arteries and veins. They are responsible for the gaseous exchange, that is changing of oxygen and carbon dioxide from arteries to veins and veins to arteries again. It's quite clear from this picture that the structure of artery veins and capillaries, that the arteries are thick and they are having elastic walls. They have small lumen. Lumen is the space through which the blood flows. So obviously, if the artery is having thick walls, it means that that it is going to have small lumen. Whereas the veins, they are very thin walled and they are having large lumen because of the thin walls, and also they have walls inside them because they don't want the blood to flow in the opposite direction. So walls, they keep the movement of blood in same direction and it prevents the backward flow. Now the capillaries, as you can see, that it's mentioned very clearly that they are single cell walled. Now you can imagine that a cell, what is the size of a cell, and if they are made up of a single cell wall, it means that they are microscopic structures. And because of this microscopic structure, they allow diffusion of gases and nutrients from the blood into the body cells. In the functions below the diagram, you can see that the arteries, they carry blood away from the heart, usually oxygenated blood, except for the pulmonary artery. Now, here the concept of pulmonary arteries and veins is there, and you can relate it back to the history where Ibn Lafis was the first one to explain the concept of this pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, or you can say the pulmonary circulation. In the next diagram, it's much more visible and clearly mentioned that the pulmonary circulation is there by the help of pulmonary arteries and pulmonary veins. Now, I want you people to sit in three groups, make three groups, and I'm going to assign you people arteries, veins, and capillaries to one group each. You have to explore the connections between the assigned blood vessel type to you and with the other body systems, that is the respiratory system or the digestive systems. You are going to then present your findings and the connection between the assigned blood vessel type and the body system. Also, you are going to share some strategies for maintaining healthy blood vessels, such as a balanced diet or regular exercise or avoiding harmful habits, for example, smoking. You have to tell or explain how these strategies for maintaining the healthy are important for maintaining the healthy blood vessels. For this group work and your presentation, you can follow this rubric. It's a total of 10 marks. There should be content knowledge, connection of blood vessels with the other body system, visual representation, organization and structure, maintaining healthy blood vessels, engagement, and delivery. Excellent presentations, everyone. I'm very glad to see the content that you people added in your presentations. So let's move further with some big questions. I want you people to think on some big questions. Uh, The first question is that in some religious and ethical frameworks, the body is considered as a temple or a vessel of the divine. How can knowledge about the blood vessels help and the impact of stress and lifestyle choices on cardiovascular functions encourage individuals to prioritize self care and well being, viewing their bodies as sacred entities deserving of respect and care? The next question that I want you people to think on is that what role do different blood vessels play in maintaining a healthy circulatory system? And how can understanding their structure and function help us make informed decisions about our lifestyle choices? You have to think on these two questions, and we will discuss these two questions inshallah in the next class. So it's time to wrap up the lesson. Okay, so we discussed that there are three main types of blood vessels in the human body. There are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Then we discussed that the arteries they carry oxygenated blood away from the heart, while the veins they return the deoxygenated blood back to the heart. The capillaries are tiny vessels that facilitate the exchange of nutrients and waste products between the blood and tissues. Understanding the function and structure of these blood vessels is crucial in comprehending the circulatory system's complexity and its role in maintaining the overall health. The historical context was also studied, that how the blood vessel discoveries demonstrate the evolving of the medical knowledge over time, often influenced by philosophical, religious, and cultural beliefs, which play crucial roles in shaping our modern understanding of the circulatory system and paved the way for advancements in medical science and healthcare. So with this homework assignment, I'll finish up this lesson. You have to create a project where you demonstrate your understanding of blood vessel types, their functions, and their impact on the overall health. This could be done in the form of presentations or any multimedia project form. You are free to perform this homework assignment in the form of pairs or in groups. And if you don't want to work in pairs, you can also do an individual task. It's totally up to you. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. You may leave now. Allah Hafiz.